continue to fight for cocoa farmers, according to Kojo Opong Nkrumah. The News Center newspaper this morning says MTN pays 10.5 billion Ghana cedis taxes in 2025. It's a reflection of its role in national economic resilience. Government to resume domestic bond borrowing comes with a photo of the Finance Minister, Dr. Kesel Ato Forsen. Minority is cocoa farmers' trusted ally. Kojo Opong Nkrumah is the ranking member on Economy and Development Committee in Parliament. Mahama urges US, Israel, and Iran to end war, and 541 recruitment, appointments, and promotions revoked, according to the government spokesperson and head of government communication. Also, you have the Daily Post here this morning that says NPA's Dr. Sheila Addo honored at 2026 Instinct Women Conference and Awards in Nairobi, and the NDC's Baba Jamal wins Ayawaso East by-election. You don't rush policy implementation, Chief of Staff assures 24-hour economy will take off. And Eunice Budunyako honored at the 2026 Instinct Women Conference and Awards in Nairobi. That's her also there. On the back page, you find a photo of Building Prosperity, Restoring Hope, and it comes with a photo of all our former presidents right from independence. And finally, the Accra Times says Mahama walks the talk, turns Ghana into construction site with 73 projects across all 16 regions, and reinforcing Parliament's leadership role in national development. Bagbin holds Speakers Breakfast Forum today, and also government boosts tourism and creative arts with 40 million Ghana cedis funding an infrastructure drive. Strengthening Ghana Burkina Faso language education. Unimark IL, the Institute of Language, submits proposal to the Education Ministry, and I see Yaudami Jewu there. And Cocoa Board Deputy CEO rubbishes old Tafu MP's claim. And also on the back page, some advertorials from the NPA. Sixtus, good morning. What do you have?
Good morning. Daily Graphic. Transport sector needs stronger framework. And this came up at the Graphic Business Stambik Forum Mawuena Afajinu. Also, on the front page of the Daily Graphic newspaper, Jamal wins Ayawaso East constituency seat. 1,201 public workers cleared for recruitment. That story is on page 13 of the paper, and at the back page of the Daily Graphic newspaper, 9 arrested at Tema Port over undeclared tramadol seizure. Mother, 3 children die in abandoned Galamsey pit. That's a terrible one. And this is a report from 7D. Now I take you to the Ghanaian Times newspaper, the most authoritative newspaper. Middle East crisis braces up for economic shocks. President Mahama is quoted, invest in STEM, agric, health to fast-track Ghana's development. Minority leader is quoted, government upholds dismissal of 541 employees. Minister responsible for government communications, former Asokore Mampong MCE, 8 others failed to meet bail conditions. And on the back page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper, Ghana's 13 million goats, sheep at risk from deadly PPR disease. Shai Hills Tema housing projects to be ready this month. That's bold. This is a report from Stephanie Brain-Krang from Shai Hill. It says that Ghana's housing sector has received a boost as the National Home Ownership Fund moves to complete 2 major housing projects expected to be ready by the end of March. The projects will be showcased at the upcoming National Home Ownership Fair and form part of the government's efforts to expand access to affordable housing and tackle the country's housing deficit through competitively priced homes. The Minister of Works, Housing and Water Resources, Kenneth Gilbert Ejay, paid a working visit to the project sites on Monday ahead of the fair scheduled for March 4 and 5. The inspection tour, which took place on Monday, covered the NHF estates at Shy Hills and at Tama Community 22 Phase 3 project, where officials briefed the minister on progress and completion timelines. At Shy Hills, the project comprises 50 detached housing units, including 2 and 4 bedroom houses. Officials said work was about 97% complete, and the project was expected to be commissioned by the end of March. The team later inspected the Tema Community 22 Phase 3 project, made up of 129 2 and 3 bedroom apartments. The project is about 92% complete and also on track for completion by the end of March. Addressing the media after the tour, Mr. Ejay noted that the project demonstrated government's commitment to making housing affordable for Ghanaians. Quote, housing prices in many urban areas are currently exorbitant, making it difficult for ordinary citizens to own homes. We are committed to ensuring that our people can access housing at prices they can afford, end of quote. I'm looking to see the part that they will say, if you are looking for a home to buy, contact so and so, but that is not in the story.
Sunrise on 3FM,
a lot of the times, by the time they complete the projects, already sold out. Away to the new Finder newspaper, Afri-Exim Bank projects 9.9% inflation for Ghana in 2026. Build reserves before returning to international market, Deloitte advisor urges government. Fiscal discipline crucial as DDEP bond restrictions expire. Trade Ministry, UNEDO, push circular textile plan to draw investment. That's it. Finally, for Ghana's favorite newspaper, the Daily Guide newspaper, it says NPP is for all, not elitists. Afenyo Makin, minority leader, is quoted. First Lady, others mourn with Samit Jemfi. You have a picture of a cross-section of the people who were in Kumasi for the 1 week observance of the Gold Vault CEO's father-in-law, the father-in-law's passing. Agrada is back from prison. Beautiful picture with the husband. And High Court grants substituted service in FBN Bank contempt case. Ebrim cocoa farmers threaten case over price cuts. They're still here. And that will be it for the Daily Guide newspaper.
On page 2 of the news center, Accra Times, in fact, Simon Agarnab, he wrote the story himself. It says Bagbin holds Speaker's Breakfast Forum today. And the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin, is hosting the 2026 edition of the Speaker's Breakfast Forum this morning, reinforcing Parliament's leadership role in Ghana's national development agenda. The high-level dialogue platform, convened in partnership with Star Ghana Foundation, is designed to advance governance and policy reform through structured engagement between Parliament and key national stakeholders. This year's forum is themed Parliamentary Decentralization, taking Parliament closer to the people. The theme comes at a crucial time as Ghana continues its constitutional review process and reflects growing public demand for a more participatory, transparent, and responsive governance system. Organizers say the initiative seeks to deepen citizen engagement beyond election euphoria and rather strengthen democratic accountability. A major highlight of the forum will be presented by Professor Bedu Ajiman, former rector of GIMPA, who is expected to outline actionable proposals to guide the national conversation on parliamentary decentralization. So it'll be happening in Parliament this morning. The Speaker of Parliament try as he wants to, so he can get a lot more people connected to Parliament and also exposed to the workings in Parliament. That's a good way to go.
The thing about parliamentary democracy, we keep talking about it, but I'm wondering whether our Parliament itself is growing and teaching us the right things or the wrong things, considering the way debates can degenerate, and we sit and we watch our fathers and our uncles throw things at themselves. So I think that Parliament should also be using the opportunity to look within itself, to ask itself whether we are growing as an institution, whether since 1992 Parliament should have been more, should I say, influential and respected amongst the people than it is today. Gone are the days when, if you heard that a privileges committee of Parliament was looking for
the
you,
best in the morning
you will
is
start
on
looking for senior lawyers in town
92.7 Sunrise
to
on
go and
3
beg on your
FM.
behalf. But these days, people speak with impunity against Parliament, the institution of Parliament, and against the key figures in Parliament. Is Parliament opening itself up too much to ridicule with some of the things that happen on the floor and with the institution itself? Parliament should also begin to ask itself whether it is in the spirit of parliamentary democracy beyond the here and no, whether it is indeed performing its oversight role effectively and efficiently. If we were to ask Parliament what it's done with that mandate since 1992, holding the administrations to check on behalf of the people and in the name of the people, would Parliament have a good score? If we were to check the last 2 or 3
The
parliaments,
morning is on 92.7
would they
Sunrise
make
on
a good
3
mark
FM.
in the eyes of the people? Those are introspections that Parliament would have to do onto itself and see where it stands as we speak. But let me take you to the back page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. We seem to have a problem. It said Ghana's 13 million goats, sheep at risk from deadly PPR disease. About 265 million ruminants across the economic community of West African states are under threat from the deadly pests, the petite ruminant disease. The ECOWAS Regional Animal Health Center has revealed. PPR, pest, I think it's French. Pest, the petite ruminants. I hope so. In Ghana alone, approximately 7.5 million goats and 6.5 million sheep are at risk, while across the ECOWAS zone, some 110 million sheep and 157 million goats face potential exposure to the viral disease. The alarming figures, okay, so PPR is an acute or subacute viral infection that mainly affects goats and sheep. It is characterized by fever, necrotic stomatitis, gastroenteritis, pneumonia, and in severe cases, death. It's a serious matter. Those of you who like your fufu with goat meat, or your green with goat meat, or those of you when you fall sick and you're asking for goat light soup. As for sheep, I know not many people know the sweetness of sheep, but goat is
The best in the morning is on 92.7 Sunrise on 3 FM.
So it's a big problem, and I think that we need to know more from our health people whether we as consumers are at risk. So there's a statement delivered on his behalf. Minister of Foreign Affairs emphasized that the success of this is a different thing on vaccination, but we'll definitely be getting more on what this PPR is about and how safe we are or exposed we are.
It's 45 minutes after 7 here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. I'm sure you recall that a few days ago we spoke about the huge pothole that was developing on the main Ring Road Central Road. That's just around the Paloma SGSSB area. Well, I'm happy to announce to you that radio indeed gets results. That has been patched. That pothole has been patched, and two others that were coming up have also been patched. So that's some good news for you and for all road users as well. The traffic that usually builds up around there now is become a thing of the past. And so congratulations to the local assembly, to the roads ministry, and to the urban roads, and to everybody who contributed to make sure that we won't complain again about that. But speaking of which, the Nyamiche junction that connects onto the main N1 highway. It's actually on the main N1 highway. The traffic lights at the Nyamiche junction, I'm told at Awushi as well, has not functioned for some time now, and it's very, very dangerous indeed. It's something that may claim lives and property if attention is not paid to it. So the authorities, I know you listen to us, kindly with dispatch deal with the situation at the Nyamiche traffic light. The Nyamiche traffic light on the N1 highway. The traffic lights there are not functional, and it creates a chaotic situation, especially during rush hours. This morning, I'm sure that people are having a tough time trying to connect from the sideways or the side road onto the main N1 highway, and people are driving at top speed, either coming from the Kaswa area or coming from the Achimota area to connect onto the N1 proper, and that certainly is not good. But we go to page 7 of the News Center newspaper this morning, talking about 541 recruitment, appointment and promotions that have been revoked by government. And this was announced yesterday by the head of government communication, or if you like, the Minister for Information, as it would have been called back in the day. Says government has confirmed revoking 541 recruitment, appointments and promotions carried out during the transition period following the December 7, 2024 general elections. The report of the committee set up to probe last-minute recruitment and promotions has now been made public. Presidential spokesman and Minister of State in charge of communications, Mr. Felix Kwachi Ofosu, disclosed the findings during the Government Accountability Series press conference held at the Presidency in Accra. The committee found that a recommendation from them indicated that some 1,539 recruitment, appointments and promotions be upheld as they complied with established procedures and had received appointment letters before December 7. So these are appointments that were made post December 7. Also, the understanding we got is that persons living with disability who had appointments were also upheld, I'm sure, to show good faith and also to sing the same chorus that we have all been singing, that persons living with disability also need to be treated and given the opportunities that everybody gets. And well, Mr. Fosu Kwachi explained that the 541 revocations were fewer than the 879 appointments that institutions themselves had annulled, as the committee had considered vulnerable groups, including persons with disabilities, particularly within the Ghana Education Service. These recruitments, appointments and promotions were made in clear breach of procedures and directives issued during the transition period and did not comply with the regulatory framework and guidelines for recruitment, appointment and promotions in the public service. And that's what is here. And it's important for you as a young person looking for a job to also come to terms with the fact that you may be desperate for the job, yes, but if you are getting an appointment letter, you need to also go to another layer of verification to find out if that appointment letter that you hold in your hands or that you were being offered or that was offered to you actually ticked all the boxes in terms of financial clearance and whether or not you had gone to take a certain exam or some interview process and not just being called on the side to be handed over an appointment letter, and that becomes the basis for you holding on to some job that is within the government sector. It's important so you are not disappointed in the long run. Also too, government appointments and promotions and what have you are not recruitments, are not for sale. So if somebody comes to you and says, I have this slot here, but you'd have to part company with say 5,000, 10,000 cedis, 15,000, 20,000, some even go to the extent of 50,000, etc. You must start asking questions whether or not that is genuine. The genuineness of that will be based on, as I mentioned earlier, the financial clearance, the appropriate vacancies that are available, and also the fact that you went through the process. So you realize that those other jobs that went through the procedure, about 1,539 who went through the procedure and had satisfied every prerequisite, actually did not have their appointment and recruitment and promotions revoked. Those who did not, and I remember many years ago interviewing somebody at the education ministry, was asked how he got the promotion. He said it was a gift, and I got really, really disappointed when I heard that. And there are many others who are walking on the corridors of public service or within the government sector who are not qualified, if you will, or who may be qualified but have not gone through the right procedure and processes to be able to get those jobs. And that's where the challenge is. So, young man, young woman, you're desperate for a job, you have been home for some time. It's understandable that you have that energy burning in you and that passion burning in you. But in the face of the circumstance and with all that we're seeing going on around here now, if somebody comes to you and says, I have a job for you, make sure that you also run your parallel investigation to be sure and cocksure that you have financial clearance, that the vacancy indeed exists, and that you're not going to be giving some appointment where you go to the office and you can't find your own desk, or you can't find an office within which to work. You go roaming around, you get paid for doing next to nothing or nothing at all, and at the end of the day, when governments swap powers or when governments changes, then you are also out of job. And there are many others who have gone through that sad situation where governments change and then you find them jobless again. They wait for the next government before they get another job. I don't think that's being kind to yourself. So it's a real thorny issue, but it has to be dealt with, and you are an integral part of dealing with it.
That same story
The
is
best in the
captured
morning
on the
is on
middle skirt of,
92.7
Ghanaian
Sunrise
Times
on
newspaper.
3FM.
But I will move away from that to a word from Mr. President. You know, he's away in Arusha, Tanzania. He had engagements with the Tanzanian counterpart, President Samia Suluhu Hassan, and he says we should brace up for economic shocks, considering what is happening in the Middle East. So let me just take the lead of that story and a quote. President John Dramani Mahama has urged African countries to brace up for possible economic shocks in the wake of the escalating tension in the Middle East. He said, as the epicenter of global oil supply, the hostilities between Iran on the one side
in the morning
and the
is on
US
92.7
and
Sunrise
Israel on the
on
other
3FM.
disrupt global oil supply chain and spiral prices upwards. So my friend Julius, who wrote that story, has a direct quote. Says that we know that big shocks will come, but when they come, we must prepare ourselves to make sure that our people are protected. As it is, the Middle East is the epicenter of global oil supply. We know that when the prices of crude go above a certain amount, it has negative effects on our countries. So that's portion of the statement. We know it will come. we must ready ourselves to protect our people against it. That is what leadership is about, and leadership should be doing.
The best in the morning is on 92.7 Sunrise on 3FM.
But they are still stranded.
Bill Leshen is here. Sports is next, and the Black Queen safe.
Yeah. They even played a match yesterday, and they won by 4-0. So, I mean, they are in good spirits as at now. The unfortunate thing is that Hong Kong themselves have backed out because they don't feel safe with regards to the tensions that's been happening in the Middle East. So we'll see how it affects the next game, whether the Black Queens will play against will play their last match on the 6th of March or not. But we'll see how that develops.
How sure are they that they are coming back in one piece, given the fact that we have missiles flying everywhere? US, Israel are not backing down. Iran is also not backing down. They aren't scared.
So the Ghana mission to the UAE has been with them. They actually
the best
visited
in
them.
The morning is on 92.7
and so
Sunrise
they've been in
on
close contact
3FM.
with the Ghana mission, and also, of course, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Sports Ministry, as well as the GFA. So they are all working around the clock to make sure that the Black Queens are safe. So if that safety is compromised, I believe that they would find ways and means to not let them play the rest of the tournament, and also to get them back here safely.
Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. Bill Leshen has sports.
Johnny, why is everybody talking about Jay-Z Day on Friday?
I have no idea. You know the I've seen like a lot of females post on social media, some of them wearing the jerseys and be like, we are selling jerseys, everybody should get some. And it's been like a craze among especially the females. Because
what is happening?
I don't know. I don't know who brought it, and I don't know why everybody.
Jersey or just
everybody wants to wear like a Ghana. Jersey. So whether it's Black Stars, whether it's the retro, any jersey to sort of represent or to show that, I mean, you're a Ghanaian. Yeah, a lot of females especially.
Ullo is not behind this campaign.
No, he's not. Otuado is not.
Sports is next here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. After sports, we're going to talk about the Ayawaso East by-elections and matters arising. Stay with us here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7.
Brain in your dirty. Oh, Brian, boy, you want your done at Mancote. You want done at Manchebo. Oh, brain in your dirty. Oh, Brian, boy, you want your done at Mawuena. Wanna know but you mad on in your there. Now no.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to Sports here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. My name is Bill Ishen. We're still building up to the FIFA World Cup because we have less than 100 days remaining until kickoff, and FIFA President Gianni Infantino has delivered an emphatic message about unity, skill, and historic significance ahead of the FIFA World Cup 2026. Speaking in Zurich, the FIFA boss underlined why the 2026 tournament, to be hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico, will define global football.
Well, 100 days to go until the kickoff of the greatest FIFA World Cup ever. 3 host countries, 16 host cities, 48 participating teams, national teams, 104 matches in a little bit more than 1 month, in 39 days to be precise. This is history. We'll have 7 million people in the stadiums. We'll have many more millions coming, billions, 6 billion people watching it from home. We'll have debutants. We'll have the usual world champions who will play. But most importantly, we will have the world coming together. And this is probably the most important fact in this particular period of time. We need events, we need occasions to unite the world. And this World Cup will truly unite the entire world around an emotion, around the passion, around football.
That was our FIFA President Gianni Infantino. Still on the World Cup, the International Football Association Board, IFAB, and FIFA have introduced several significant rule amendments designed to speed up play and enhance refereeing accuracy. Here's all you need to know from the following 3 sports reports. International Football Association Board, IFAB, approved a package of measures aimed at speeding up the pace of matches and cracking down on time wasting, with changes set to come into force at the 2026 World Cup and across all other competitions. The changes were agreed at IFAB's 140th Annual General Meeting in Henshaw, Wales. Here is a breakdown. 1. A player who is substituted would have 10 seconds to leave the field. If he takes longer, the replacement player will be forced to wait until the next stoppage after 1 minute of play has elapsed, although the substituted player must still leave immediately. 2. If a player asks for medical assistance on the field, he must leave the pitch for 1 minute. The policy is designed to discourage tactical injury delays. 3. If the referee thinks time is being wasted on a throw-in or goal kick, he will start a 5-second countdown. If the ball is not put back into play in time, the throw-in will be given to the other team, or in the case of a goal kick, a corner kick will be awarded to the opposing team. 4. VAR will be able to review second yellow cards, cases of mistaken identity, or corner kicks if it detects a mistake. The IFAB will also hold consultations to develop measures where players leave the field of play as an act of protest against a referee's decision or team officials instigating such action, and where players cover their mouths when confronting opponents during matches. The World Cup, with a new set of rules, will take place from June 11 to June 19, 2026. So those are the new rules ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Now to women's football, Ghana Black Queens coach Kimleas Björkegren has applauded the performance of his team in their victory over Russia at the ongoing Pink Ladies Cup, describing it as the best he has seen since taking charge of the side. The coach was buzzing on Tuesday afternoon after leading the side to a thrilling 4-0 triumph over the European opponent. Now speaking in his post-match interview, Kimleas Björkegren revealed he did not expect such an emphatic victory, especially knowing the quality of the opponent.
You always dream about the best, but we knew before the game that they were the favorite because of the ranking and the history. But we also know that we trust our girls so much, and we know that we're just getting better for every game, for every camp, for every day we are together, for every meeting, for every training. We're just getting better and better, and to win today, I'm super happy that we won today, but in the way we won also with 4-0, and it was deserved 4-0. It's not 4 lucky goals. It's in the way we played it. It's amazing. It's the best game I ever have seen this team play.
That was Kimleas Björkegren speaking there. Let's head to Europe, where Barca would not be in the Copa del Rey final next month in Seville after going out 4-3 on aggregate against Atletico Madrid in the semi-final. Hansi Flick's side came close to turning the tie around with a 3-0 win at the Spotify Camp Nou in the second leg, just a goal away from taking the game into extra time. Now, coach Hansi Flick was proud of his side's performance, in which 2 goals from Marc Bernal and a penalty from Rafinha almost made the impossible seem possible.
I think we had a lot of chances also to score the 4th or the 5th goal, but at the end it was not possible today, so we have to accept it. But we are disappointed, maybe also with the fans, but we can be very proud about what we are doing. We gave everything we left everything on the pitch, and this is what I want to see from the team. We have to go step by step, game by game. So this is not easy. Every 3-4 days now a match, so we have to recover, and then play again. And of course, I'm not happy about the injuries. We paid a lot of today. So yeah.
So that was Hansi Flick, the head coach of Barcelona. Now in England, match day 29 of the Premier League delivered drama and decisive results on Tuesday night. The crucial points picked up in the race for survival and momentum swinging across the table. AFC Bournemouth and Brentford FC played out a 0-0 draw. Now Everton FC beat Burnley FC 2-0. Leeds United fell 0-1 to Sunderland. Wolves stunned Liverpool 2-1. After Liverpool's 2-1 defeat at the Molineux on Tuesday night, the Dutchman, that is Arne Slot, delivered a blunt assessment of the performance and a pattern he believes has defined much of his side season.
Same old story. Recently, we are picking up points because we scored many times from set pieces, but what did not change in the last 5, 6, 7 games is that we struggle and find it very hard to score from the open play chances that we do create. Not as much as I would like from all the ball possession we have, but enough and far more than the other team. But end result, we score 1 and they score 2, and indeed another time, an extra time. So it sums up our season.
That was Arne Slot speaking. Now, match day 29 of the Premier League continues this Wednesday with another crucial fixture under the lights, with the title race heating up and the battle for survival intensifying. Tonight's clash could have a major impact on the table. Aston Villa hosts Chelsea in a big battle for a top 6, while Brighton take on leaders Arsenal. Fulham meet West Ham. Manchester City also aim to extend their push versus Nottingham Forest, and Newcastle face Manchester United in what could be a pivotal night for both sides. Now here's Mikel Arteta, head coach of Arsenal, ahead of their crucial encounter.
I've said that we don't score more and that we concede as well. So we want to be the best and the most dominant team in every aspect of the game, and that's the trajectory and the aim of this team. And as a club, we want to be the same. So try to do that. Part of the job. We had to do much better with the ball. We didn't finish enough actions, and then I said as well, credit to Chelsea as well. They got from very, very tight situations. They produced the biggest chance from a cross that is not a shot, converted into a shot, and David has to make a big set. That was it. So a few days ago against the Spurs, the second half when we were 1-1, and the game obviously deserved much better from our side. We managed to score 3 goals and win the game more comfortably. So all the time we have to continue to learn.
That was Mikel Arteta speaking there. It's also a good time to hear from the title chasing manager for Manchester City, Pep Guardiola.
The pieces start to be an important part of the strategies. And before, when I started as a manager in the beginning, was different. We cannot say that in England, for example, set pieces. I remember when I was a young boy, a young kid, every time we thought in Spain, when the people say, in England, when it's a corner, the people celebrate it. You know, like a goal, celebrate the corner, a free kick. I remember perfectly when I was a young boy, so nothing changed. But it's true that I think Arsenal dictate a little bit how they do it, and it's an important role. And before years ago in NBA, the 3-shot point was not involved as much, like Golden State Warriors, where Stephen Curry started to make 3 points and everyone adapt, and now Celtics do it as well. So many teams. So it's part of the ball, part of the dynamics, and you can say complain, now you have to adapt, and it's part of the game. So I know when the set pieces, the game is a stop, you have to, it's not dynamic and whatever, this part, you have to adapt, and especially adapt with the way it's been given and the way it's been whistled and the way it's conducted in the Premier League. So we have to adapt. And the football is natural. Every country has his specific ways to do it, and every club has his specific ways to play, the managers and the teams, and that's why it's open. But on the other side, I understand completely the reason why Aaron say that. And
That was Pep Guardiola, the head coach of Manchester City, chasing for the Premier League title right behind Arsenal. Remember that they are just 5 points behind the Gunners so far. Let's finish off with some tennis, where the Accra Professional Ladies Tennis Open has returned after a 3-year break following a successful draw on Monday. The event is expected to take place from March 3rd to March 8th. There's more in the following report.
Monday, the Accra Professional Ladies Open was officially unveiled in Osu as part of Ghana's International Women's Day celebrations. This prestigious tennis tournament aims to honor women's accomplishments, underscore their increasing impact on sport, and advocate for a healthy lifestyle. Speaking at the launch, Naashi Kedu, an organizer at the event, expressed enthusiasm for the tournament's return, highlighting its significance.
This year, 2026, APL Open is opening up to professional tennis players in Ghana. And for the first time, this is going to be a ranking tournament, but also it's going to be a tournament that helps us in preparation for the Billie Jean Cup this year. For all those who don't know, Billie Jean Cup is the Davis Cup version, the female version of Davis Cup. And this year we have over 43 young ladies who made it to the draw. Unfortunately, we had a couple of women who could not participate because of their school schedules, but so far it's looking good and we are looking forward to a very good experience. This particular initiative is in a way tied to the International Women's Day celebration, which happens, even though it's the whole of March, it happens specifically on the 8th of March.
The tournament is designed to be inclusive, welcoming women of all ages, with a special focus on empowering young girls as part of a long-term developmental strategy. Defending champion of the WPA is confident of reclaiming her crown.
I hope to do well in this tournament, but then I'll make sure to be consistent on the court. I hope I reach quarterfinals. That's the same thing I said at that time, and I ended up winning, so I hope I reach quarterfinals.
Undoubtedly, a great future awaits Ghana's youngsters on the court, with a focus on harnessing and developing talent.
That's it for the sports segment here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. My name is Bill Ishen. We'll return tomorrow with more updates from the world of sports.
The best in the morning is on 92.7. Sunrise on 3FM.
3FM Sunrise.
3FM Sunrise. 3FM Morning Show. 3FM 92.7. 3FM.
The Electoral Commission
Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music, tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure. Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Otonodo!
Coming to the mountains, Saita and I grandpa.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more. And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names. Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego. We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
The silence, something was growing. The journey continues. The calm before the storm. You can't mute a force that was born to speak. You can't bury rhythm. It rewrites itself. Louder. Every signal lost finds its way back to the source. This is not a comeback, it's a recalibration. This is the takeover. This is Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. Driving you home with good vibes, good conversations, and the freshest hits. Hop in, take a ride. Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music, tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure. Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Otonodo!
Coming to the mountains, Saita and I grandpa.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more. And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of
HR Hotel. They focus on three things: peace, people, and quality. Peace, people, and quality. It's a serene escape from legendary Din in Accra to some legendary service and world-class comfort. And not just a hotel, they are also your home for tranquility. So please call 050-335-9598. That's 050-335-9598 or 0303-989737. That's 0303-989737. And it's important that people should book First HR Heights, because we don't just provide a room, we provide a reset for our guests, and the guests tell us that they feel an immediate sense of peace the moment they walk in, a rare kind of assurance that lets their tensions just melt away. If you're looking for a sanctuary where the staff genuinely, the staff of the facility genuinely respects your peace and treats you like family, we are your first and only choice. They're also located in town, just about 25 minutes drive to Accra Business Center. And the magic number to call is 05025 60 60 665. That's 025 60 60 665 or 025 60 70 666. 025 60 70 666 or 025 60 60 665. And if you're a Gobe lover, the Gobe Festival is here again. 3FM Gobe Festival. We want you to stand up and be counted because the biggest Gobe Festival is back again with a big bang. And as always, it's not just about food, it's a whole experience. So let's gather together on Saturday, March 28th. We're bringing together the most diehard Gobe lovers for a day of pure vibes, the best Gobe vendors, non-stop music performances, and gun games, and the kind of energy that only you get when you come to 3FM Gobe Festival. Your favorite people are gathering around your favorite meal, from corporate to campus. Gobe stands tall. From celebrities to the real Gobe connoisseurs, Gobe is still king. Everybody is pulling up in the Afrocentric attire. So what would you be doing on the 28th of March? What would you rather be doing? Let's gather your squad. Come hungry, come ready to rep your Gobe the way you like it and the way it deserves to be represented. Gobe is a lifesaver. Gobe is an international record holder. And Gobe is life. Saturday, March 28th, Legon City Mall. Eat, vibe, celebrate. Don't miss it. That's 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio station's own initiative. Gobe Festival. Chai. Gobe Nye. Yoke Gari. Gari Nye Dia. Oh, stop it. Zozo. The Ghana Month Expedition is also on. We told you about it. Only a few seats remain. It's a 4-day Ghanaian month expedition that runs from the 19th to the 22nd of March 2026. And we know that we're exploring 3 key regions. That's the Eastern region, Ashanti region, and the Central region. If you want the itinerary, let me share quickly with you so you know what you are signing up on, what you are being part of. The Eastern region, it's on the 19th of March. That's where we begin from Adesa. We go to Eastern region. We have a cocoa eco tour. Take you to a cocoa farm and show you something small. Then we have a chocolate demonstration with some fruit tasting. Then we'll go all the way to Edukrom for the Safari Valley experience. We'll have lunch there. We'll do some bird watching. It's therapeutic. We see some exotic animals as well. And then we'll have a nature walk right in that vast span of land. All the greens, the fresh air. And then we'll go to the Bonso Eco Park. There's a canopy walkway there. You have to go all the way to Central region to experience it. There's one in the Eastern region. Zipline swings also available for you. Later in the evening, we will go and cool off at the Rock City Hotel. Further up in the mountain, we'll have dinner party with DJ Faculty and DJ Abiam. Day 2, we'll move straight to the Ashanti region, or Sacrum. We'll have a Kumasi tour. Then we'll also go to the Menshia Palace, the Konfanochi Sword area, the Bonre Kente Manufacturing Enclave. And then we'll have lunch at Lake Busomtwi. And then Trident Resort, zipline, hiking. And then we'll spend the night at Rich Condos. Now, if you don't know Rich Condos, one of the best sleepers you can find in the Ashanti region. And that's where we want to house you and host you. Day 3, Central region, Asim Manso Slave River. That's where the Cape Coast Castle also is connected. And then we'll have lunch on the coast. Dinner and live band at the Ridge Royal. It's going to be sweet. And then day 4, we shall wake up, not just drive back to Accra in haste. We'll take our time and enjoy some time at the Crown Forest Vacation. And guess what we'll be doing there? There's safari, there's water sports, there's quad biking, there's horse riding, there's archery, pool and games. And guess what? We'll also plant some trees with the Forestry Commission. So you own a tree and you care for it and you nurture it. And then we'll return to Accra right after that driving cozily. If you are single, 6,500 cedis is what you contribute to be part of this great experience of touring 3 cities in 4 days. If you want to share the experience with somebody, 5,500 cedis each. And if you're a couple, you pay 10,500 cedis. That's a discounted rate for you. And you get something special for you and yours. Registration is now open. Only a few seats remain. 053-1100-927. That's 053-1100-927 and 0247-120-633. That's 0247-120-633. The Ghana Month Expedition. Don't watch Ghana. Experience it, feel it, taste it, eat it, and wear it. That's all we want to do for you. 4 days, 19th to the 22nd of March. So call the number 053-1100-927. That's 053-1100-927. Let's connect with you and yours. This whole month of March and beyond, make sure that you wear Ghana. Make sure that you are giving that your regular tailor or your designer or however you want to refer to them some business. Buy locally manufactured fabric. These I see tie and dye and batik are still coming back in full force. Buy 2 yards, 3 yards. Buy so something. People are making beautiful kimonos, etc. out of them. Buy something. Buy fugu, buy kente. Buy something. Show something. You can buy kente from the Ashanti region from Bori, or you can go to the Volta region and go to Egbeta. You go and buy. Feel free. You can buy your smoke from my beloved Tamale. You can go to Daboya. You can buy from Upper East, Upper West. Buy and wear. Kente, wear. These beautiful kaftans that are sewn by all these tailors, dressmakers. Charlie, engage them. You're a young lady. You don't have kaba and slit. How does it feel to you? Your mother has a lot of kaba and slit. You don't have kaba and slit. You need to get one. Kaba and slit, one or two. This is when you want to rewrite the story in your life about how you love your country and how you are connected to your country. Common kaba and slit you don't have, so waiting you gain. Common kaba and slit you don't have, so waiting you gain. When we return from this break, we'll get into Ayawaso East and matters are rising. Stay with us. This is Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. It's some 28 minutes after 8. My name is Johnnie Hughes. See you after this break.
The Ghana Exim Bank.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the 2 leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names. Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, let go. We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
In the silence, something was growing. The journey continues. The calm before the storm. You can't mute a force that was born to speak. You can't bury rhythm. It rewrites itself. Louder. Every signal lost finds its way back to the source. This is not a comeback, it's a recalibration. This is the takeover. This is Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. Driving you home with good vibes, good conversations, and the freshest hits. Hop in, take a ride. Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure. Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names. Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up.
On 3FM Sunrise. The big conversation on 3FM Sunrise. Sunrise on 3FM.
3FM Sunrise.
For the parliamentary by-elections for Ayawaso East constituency, 5 candidates contested. The first one is Baba Jamal Ahmed, and he polled 10,884 votes. The next candidate also polled 43 votes. The second candidate. I think you need to please let me retake. There are 5 candidates who contested in the polls. Number 1 on the ballot is Baba Jamal Ahmed, and he polled 10,884 votes. The second candidate on the ballot is Ibrahim Idrisu, and he also polled 43 votes. The third candidate on the ballot is Yusuf Ali Baba, who also polled 4,009 votes. The fourth candidate is Muhammad Umar Sanda, who also polled 1,885 votes. The fifth candidate, also an independent candidate, is Kano David, and he polled 104 votes. In all, we had 16,928 valid votes. 120 votes were rejected.
92.7.
And in that case, total votes cast amounts to 17,048. Looking at the just announced results, I, Samuel Mofori, the returning officer of Ayawaso East constituency, hereby announce to you your new MP-elect, Honorable Baba Jamal Ahmed. On this note, I hereby introduce to you your MP-elect in the name of Honorable Baba Jamal. Amen. Congratulations, Honorable.
Thank you. In the first place, I want to thank the Almighty Allah for giving us this victory. I want to state that this victory is not for me, Baba Jamal, alone. It's for the good people of East Ayawaso. I want to thank all of them for having confidence in me and electing me as their parliamentary candidate or parliamentary candidate elect. Let me state that I dedicate this victory to my 93-year-old mother, Mimi, for promising to support me and ensuring that one day I'll go back to Parliament. Today, her vision and wish has come true, and I thank Allah for her life, and I dedicate this victory to my mother, Mimi, and also want to thank my wife here and my family, my children, for the spirit of endurance that they've gone through since I made this project my vision to go back to Parliament. I know they've gone through a lot, and I thank them for standing beside me and supporting me all this while. I want to also give special thanks to the national executives of NDC, the chairman and the general secretary. I want to also thank the regional executives of Greater Accra. I want to also thank the constituency executives of East Ayawaso.
Sunrise on 3FM, the best in the morning.
From Akwetia who came in their numbers to support me for this project. I want to thank all of them.
Sunrise on 3FM, the best in the morning.
The big conversation on 3FM Sunrise.
It's 37 minutes after 8 here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. My name is Johnnie Hughes, and this is the biggest Hughes segment. Well, also East Parliamentary by-election happened yesterday. We brought you an extensive coverage of the blow-by-blow account of what had happened in that constituency right from 6 a.m. till the final results were declared, and it was live on all your media general platforms. By the close of the polls, we know that Baba Jamal, former High Commissioner to Nigeria on behalf of the Republic of Ghana, former Member of Parliament for Akwetia, former Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, emerged victorious there over Baba Ali Yusuf, his closest contender in this race, who represented the NPP. There were three others also running independent, including Umar Sanda, who used to be a member of the NDC, went for the primaries, lost the primaries, and decided that he was going to run independent. We know presently that the total number of seats in Parliament, with Baba Jamal coming in to replace the late Toure, is 185 in favor of the NDC. They become the overwhelming majority, or two-thirds majority. The NPP has 87 seats, and then there are 4 independent seats, and of course that's the standing in Parliament as we speak at this particular time. Now, Mark Ewusiako is the convener of Election Watch Ghana. Prince Derek Ajay is a former presidential staffer, and he's a man of many parts as well, a proud indigenous of La. And this morning he's clad in his Akwajang, as we call it in Akwajang. So he's celebrating Ghana Month. And also joining us is Godwin Mahama Yaba. He's a corporate affairs officer for the Tema Oil Refinery and a member of the NDC's national communications team. Mahama, Dasuba. Nah. Kaola.
Lafuve.
Tuma Beola.
Yeah, Tumaso.
The man is shocked.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
I'm a chief.
Yeah. But I think this is Dagomba, right?
Yes, I'm speaking
Dagomba. I speak
Kusal. Don't worry.
Just that the similarities.
It is there. It is there. We are the biggest. Don't worry.
Yes.
You survive. now, you are from Tema Oil Refinery. Before we get into the LC East conversations, I'm sure that your office is also monitoring what's happening in the Middle East, the tensions there, US, Israel, Iran, throwing bombs at each other, and the fact that it's going to affect our fuel. Should we be worried?
Johnny, not that much. Let me take this opportunity to say a very good morning to your listeners and to my co-panelists. This is my first time having the opportunity to have a conversation with the people of Ghana through 3FM 92.7.
That's right.
So I'm so privileged to be here this morning. Johnny, it is a worrying situation all over the world, simply because chunk of our crude comes from those enclaves.
Right.
But it also affords us an opportunity as a country to really look at how we do and go about our things.
Right.
COVID, as we all know, came to teach us a certain lesson. And from then, we are trying to put things in place so that at an event where such a pandemic falls on the entire world again, Ghana will be resilient to be able to resist such a pandemic.
Right.
This is also an opportunity for all African countries to really look at how we do our oil contract.
Right.
For instance, Ghana has the Jubilee and the 10 field. We have already gone into some contract with them, for which I know we enjoy all the benefits that we need to benefit, i.e. the royalties, the carried interest, additional participatory interest, additional oil entitlement, and the taxes that comes with it. But many people have asked, the Ghanaian portion that comes in the way of oil, crude, where does it go?
That's right.
But I know for a fact that in the year 2015-2016, the Jubilee oil, portion of the Jubilee oil that is meant for the nation were given to TOR to refine. So the issue of whether TOR can refine our local crude doesn't even come in at all, because we have the capacity to be able to refine our local crude. The issue one is about a contract, political will or the willingness of the government to give it out to its local refinery to refine. But I believe that this comes to teach us a lesson that going forward, we will look at how to structure our contract so that our local refinery can have access to the portion that belongs to the country. But we should not be that much worried, because the regulator, which is MPA, has assured all of us that when it comes to diesel, we have about 6 weeks reserves. When it comes to PMS, which is petrol, we have about 7 weeks reserves. Yesterday also, the Minister for Energy and Green Transition summoned or called for an emergency meeting between all the regulators, all the players, Seaboard, MPA, BOST, into an emergency meeting for them to be proactive, to look at how we can have a lot of reserves beyond what MPA has, because the Seaboard is the individuals or the companies that import finished petroleum product into the country. So yesterday, I'm so much aware that the minister urged them to have more reserves.
So we should not be worried. Is that what you're...
Not at all. We should not be
for
worried.
how long should this worry be kept at bay?
So it's an issue of the proactiveness of the government. One, from MPA, we have more than 7 months or 7 month reserves.
7 weeks or 7 months?
Sorry, 7 weeks. 7 weeks of reserves. Two, yesterday an emergency meeting was also convened to see how the Seaboard, BOST, that is the company responsible to keep Ghana's strategic stores in times like this, has also been urged to do their main object, to make sure that beyond what MPA is talking about, we will have extra.
Will we ever
but the
get
system is monitoring. You know, it's an ongoing issue. So all players are monitoring, including the government.
Will we ever get to a point where what we drill here can be processed fully here. So we don't have to catch a cold if US, Iran, Iraq, whoever it is, they decide to sneeze. We don't catch a cold.
Sure, we must get to a point where whatever...
You work at all, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, we
you
have
this.
to get to a point where...
Are we getting there? Are you working towards it?
No, gradually we are working towards that.
Okay.
Because currently, we refine 45,000 barrels per stream day.
Okay.
Part of our 2026 budget and plans is to bring on board a new refinery that could refine 100,000 barrels per stream day. So when you add the existing one to the plans that will be setting off from this year, we'll be having close to about 150,000 barrels per stream day. We have other private refineries also in the country, i.e. Sentio, we have Aquaba, we have the Platon. They also refine, but Tor remains the biggest in terms of capacity. So this is the time the government will have to turn its attention to Tema Oil Refinery. Because even though we are doing our best, we still need government intervention and investment for expansion purposes. And also the government must also re-look at its existing contract to see how we can channel our portion in the various field to Tema Oil Refinery to refined. Then the third point also is that the African countries, this is the time for us to collaborate.
That's where I was going
Yes,
to.
collaborate.
Nigeria.
Yes, Nigeria, Ivory Coast. This is the time we have to collaborate as an African countries. So that in times like this is the time we need to help ourselves. If Nigeria has in abundance, then we can easily import from Nigeria.
What about the salt? Ghana salt.
Salt as in?
Salt for processing.
Purposes. Salt is key, isn't it?
Okay.
Do we have salt? Yes, we do have salt.
No,
is it useful for refining?
Sure.
And so what are we doing within the context of giving and taking? Because if you go for Nigeria's oil, are we giving them the salt, or they need to go to Brazil?
So they are all
There are conversations
so they are all part of the
are they on your
conversation
table
that
currently?
needs
Are they on your table? Are they on Combat's table?
Oh, sure. Because I know for a fact that we've had several companies that are on board.
Okay.
That we are in talk with.
All right.
That they want to provide a refinery with some crude from our neighboring countries. But what I'm saying is that it should not be left with the agencies only.
Okay.
It should be through governmental conversation.
Okay.
A deliberate governmental
bilateral conversations.
talk,
Okay.
So that at least we can put it on paper. Because if we don't help ourselves, this geopolitics is not ending today.
I think
today it is about A and B.
I think
Tomorrow
your point.
it may be other
I think your
countries
point
as
is well made. So
Yes.
we should not be scared.
No, we should not be scared at
have
all.
bilateral conversations,
Yes.
and we should help ourselves as African countries.
African
I think your point is well made.
Yes,
Mr. Ako, let me bring you in. I'll go to Aya. So yesterday the by-elections happened. It was announced earlier. You'll have to pull up the mic a bit. So yes, no, pull it.
Okay.
Yes, great. Now the by-elections happened. The NDC won. It was expected according to many of the polls that were done, but you look at the percentage by which they won, compare that to 2024, it looks like there's been a slight dip. Did that come to you as a surprise?
Well, thank you very much, and a very good morning to you and my cherished co-panelists. Also, we need to also acknowledge our listeners.
Right.
Prior to the elections, election was Ghana, I think 3 days to the time, did a study, moved around the community, picked our primary data through interviewing, and realized that relatively, the election was going to be very, very peaceful, considering the religious factor that comes to play, which is the holy Ramadan period they find themselves in. No true Muslim will at that particular point in time go to cause any mayhem or go to fight. And so it was very clear that the election was going to be very, very peaceful. Although the police had to also, put up their contingency measures in terms of safeguarding the people and then the electoral process. The numbers they took there was quite many, but then, it's part of their strategic decision to ensure that there is peace during the elections, which of course, election what got it right. The issue of, how do you call it, the attendance, as in those who came out, the turnout, was low. And this has been recorded over years, where by-elections usually records a very low turnout based on certain factors. And the factors are that in general elections, you realize that the euphoria that the political parties, bring into the constituencies and the general elections pulls up a lot of people to be engaged in the process. But when it comes to by-elections, there are people who during general elections will travel from afar to come and exercise their franchise. But in by-elections, it is very difficult for a person to travel all the way from Koforidua or Zabzugu Tatali to come and then vote in Ayawaso or any part of the Greater Accra. We have a lot of work to do because in as much as our electoral system provides that we go by the minimum majority, simple majority.
Right. First past the post.
First past the post. It is also dangerous that we continue to record low turnout in this democratic process. It tells you clearly whether our people are not interested or what the dynamics are. We proposed that if it would be possible, laws were written and are made for us. It is just for the purpose of our governance. If we can really look at the days where we conduct our by-elections, could it be shifted to a weekend where people can travel from far and near to contribute to the electoral process? That is one. There are others who may be very busy in their offices working, but when it is weekend, not all of us will go for funerals and weddings and all that. But a lot of people may be home. They may have the luxury of time to also go to the polling stations to exercise their franchise. There is one thing that is missing, and I have said that it is one major contributing factor to the low voter turnout
which
we
is what?
experience every year. In 2020, we had about 70+ percentage of people voting. All right. In 2024, it reduced to about 60.2%. Voter education is one key thing that we are undermining.
20% of 100 and 20% of 200 are not the same. Were you looking also at the population size or just looking at the percentage points?
Well, we were looking at the population size as well.
And the population did not grow?
The population grew.
Okay, so if the population grew and then we had 60-something percent as compared to the earlier year of 2020, which was what?
No, in 2020, we had 70+.
70+.
Yes,
and
in 2024, we had 60+.
And I'm saying that the population grew, so that 70% of 100 and 60% of 200 cannot be the same.
Yeah, well, it cannot be the same. It cannot be the same. So I agree. I agree on your point. But we should also be reminded of the fact that in as much as the population is growing, it's not everyone who contributes to the electoral process. Not everyone attains 18 years to vote. And so we are looking at the number of people who attains 18 years year on. And that is why in every process of our limited registration, we expect to record a higher number of people being registered onto our electoral roll. And so, of course, we need to see an upward, trajectory when it comes to the number of people or the percentage of people who exercise their franchise. This has been an issue that the Electoral Commission itself is battling with. And yesterday, I saw Fred Tete seriously complaining about this, that the number of people who turned out yesterday, he had never seen any such, kind of thing before. And it's a worrying situation. I think that it is important we concentrate on the NCC, retool them, resource them to continue their engagement with our people so that they take this democratic process as their pride. Take some pride in it, that it is our responsibility to exercise our franchise in electing leaders who will lead us. If you do not do that, it means that you are allowing or giving opportunity to others to vote for probably a candidate you did not like. I don't want to talk about voter apathy, which perhaps might have set into the NDC, for which reason a lot of people did not come out.
Ramadan is on.
Ramadan is one. Ramadan is one. Voter apathy is also a contributing factor.
But you don't have evidence that there was voter apathy, do you? And that it was the NDC membership that did not turn up to vote.
It is the IRC is an all-day green constituency, and if you look at the data, of
this, that according to the results, Baba Jamal garnered 10,803 votes, representing 63.33% of the total valid votes cast. His closest contender, Baba Ali Yusuf of the NPP, polled 4,000 votes, representing 23.45% of the total votes. The three other candidates in the election together polled 2,254 votes, that's 13.26%, while rejected ballots were 122 votes. So if you look at the total turnout, NDC still got the lion's share. You cannot then say that there was voter apathy that affected the NDC, correct?
Do you know that if we had a lot of people turning out to vote, the NDC would have increased their margin? Certainly, the NDC could have increased their margin. It means that whatever percentage Baba Jamal got would have gone up. And these are serious things that we need to take a serious look at. In elections, there are three factors that I usually consider: the transparency of the process, the conduct of the parties and the electoral commission, the security and safety, and voter turnout. We discussed voter turnout. For security and safety, I think
we'll come to security. Okay. Let's give the others an opportunity as well. Nii, let me come to you and ask you, Prince Derek J, what are your own thoughts about what happened yesterday? Security was okay, but then it looked like it was a done deal for the NDC even before D-Day. Everybody knew the MPP was hopeful, but everybody, all the polls said NDC was going to win. But we didn't see the big wigs of the NDC showing up. Somebody said, they went for a funeral. Sami Jemfi's father-in-law's 1 week obsequies. Is it a matter of complacency or the fact that they assume that, as for this, it is our corner? Whether we show up, we don't show up, whoever we put there will win. Is that the situation?
Well, good morning to yourself and my co-panelists, especially.
You need to speak into the microphone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, like I said good morning to yourself, my co-panelists, and a special good morning goes to your viewers and listeners out there. I think Baba Jamal lost. John Mahama won, but the NDC must pick up the pieces.
I don't understand you.
Very well.
You draw the microphone closer to you. Yes.
Baba Jamal was, according to Info Analytics, for example, was supposed to get upwards of 75%.
That's right.
And then he ended up far short.
Right.
More than 10 percentage points below that.
That's right.
I think that, but for the incidents that happened during the primaries, and I don't want to attribute it to him alone because it was widespread.
Right.
And also he indicated that he was not personally involved in vote buying, and since no such thing has been proven in a competent court or other, it will be difficult to pin it on him. But then again, it happened. So if it is his friends from Akwetia who he was showering praises on during his victory speech, who did that for him, they lost him some points. Because the whole nation was, very offended. In fact, the majority in Parliament took a very bold stand, and I thought that was the correct way to go. The decision of the president also was very swift.
Right.
In recalling him as a high commissioner
Sunrise
to Nigeria.
On 3
and if you realize also, the president actually put a new high commissioner in place before even the first vote was cast.
That's right, Baba Sadiq Abdullahi.
Yes, that goes to tell you that the president will not countenance any, not just corruption or semblance of same anywhere near his government, as he has already said. So as a member of his government, as a high commissioner, he was swift to put him aside, so that position, does not influence the outcome of the election, and then went ahead to close the door completely in the event that he lost. Because in any election, you either win, there's no draw,
lose.
there's no draw in this one.
That's
You
right.
either win or you lose. So if he wins, good for him, he moves on to Parliament. If he loses, then is he falling back to his High Commission position? I mean, that would have been something that would have been on the discussion. The president didn't want any of it. And I think that that's commendable for President John Mahama. Now, he's won. The reason I'm saying that the NDC has to pick up the pieces is that, one, he'll be sworn in as a member of Parliament.
That's correct.
And he's not going to sit with the minority. There's no chance for him sitting with the minority.
But he contested on a ticket of the majority,
Exactly.
so he's not going to sit with the minority.
And he's not an independent candidate either.
That's right.
So he cannot begin to choose sides. He has only one pathway. That's sitting with the majority that had actually asked for him to be removed. In fact, for his candidature to be annulled.
Right.
So how are they going to relate? That is a very serious challenge.
You see friction already?
Well, I don't see friction. I know that there are very cool-headed people in the leadership of the NDC in Parliament, and one such one is the majority leader. He's a diplomat. However, he's a principled person. I believe that, honestly, I mean, if I was confronted with that, I would have said they should stick to their guns. But then...
And not welcome as Colondo.
No. Oh, he's a very good friend, but I think we are looking beyond friendships. And we're looking at cleaning Ghana.
In the morning.
You understand? The president has a legacy term. The NDC has an overwhelming majority in Parliament, put there by the Ghanaian people for a simple reason. Oral was one very key thing.
Right.
And in keeping the oral thing, Ghanaians expect the NDC to come squeaky clean on all aspects. And so if Bawumia, for example, is given 300 plus pickups to bribe his way into the flag bearership of the MPP.
Right.
And that is wrong. How then do we justify is it 32 inch? But then you see the hypocrisy of the MPP would give them the opportunity, and they have no shame. They will make this front and center. But then the NDC would be on the back foot. And so to have the free leeway to deal with the MPP and also live up to the aspirations of Ghanaians, for which reason they've given the mandate. I think it should not be sacrificed on the ticket of one seat. However, it's happened. We have to pick up the pieces and move beyond that. You realize that the NEC also did something.
Okay, what did they do?
There was an immediate, in fact, before even the election ended, there was a committee put in place, the Parliamentary committee,
to investigate the vote buying allegations.
Exactly. They came up with some findings which were adverse. However, they could not act. And I think they moved more in the direction of expediency, political expediency, looking at the time frame left for putting up, a new candidate and possibly having another, internal election or even an acclamation.
Right.
Now, all of these would not have helped the NDC, so they took the political decision of allowing the lesser evil to prevail. And I'm saying lesser evil because it would have been a bigger blunder to commit against the people of Ghana if they had not allowed Baba Jamal to contest or had allowed the NDC to not field anybody in the interest of saying
Baba Yusuf could have represented the people of Ayawaso East. He's an important member of the constituency. Who? Baba Yusuf Ali of the NPP.
No. NPP is, hey, Charlie, what are you saying?
What do you mean, what am I saying?
Charlie, no. Johnny, I know you're very serious, but are you joking?
No, I'm serious.
MPP.
Any of the five of them could have gone to Parliament.
No, any, but the MPP is the one you mentioned.
Yes, but the MPP is the closest in terms of the figures.
No. MPP. Hey, Ghanaians rejected them totally. In fact, their own people rejected them. Even they knew Bawumia would have been rejected by the MPP if they had gone through the proper processes of selecting the
but the point is that if the MPP indeed was rejected by Ghanaians heavily and Ghanaians are still holding it against them, they shouldn't have had the 4,000 votes they got.
You compare 32 inches to pick up. That is the magnitude of assuming it's crime for crime. Assuming. I'm saying that because we can't prove that Baba Jamal was involved.
Right.
However, circumstantial evidence points in that direction. And so we are holding him to circumstantial, not actual. But in the case of Bawumia, he's written it in the document, their own book, it's there. He said 300 plus pickups. So his own is fact. And you want Ghanaians to be given Hey, Charlie, don't do this.
It's a member of parliament.
No.
It's not central government.
No, we need to reduce the numbers more. We need, if we can have all the people on the MPP side being independent, it's better than having even one member of MPP in parliament.
But we need to have multi-party democracy.
But multi-party democracy has room for independent candidates.
I agree.
So MPP...
But the MPP is an important party.
They are important in committing corruption.
No, important in the running of the nation, important in oiling the wheels of our democracy, important in our governance.
Oiling, as in referring to vote buying.
No, I'm not saying that. Oiling the wheels of our democracy.
But that's what they call it. They call vote buying, energizing the base and greasing the base.
No, so but the NDC also does that. I mean, in this particular instance, the person whose vote buying instincts have been heightened is that of Papa Jamal. 32-inch TV,
highlighting and publicizing small things into big things.
32-inch TV is small thing.
It's unfortunate Papa Jamal is
32-inch.
Talking about cows.
But if I had 32-inch TV, do you think I would be...
A lot of people are watching you this morning thanks to the 32-inch TV sets. But that's another story. Now, you see, to the cracks of the matter.
Quickly, so I can bring in Mr. Ayaba.
I think that it's a no for the MPP. We all know, and that's why I'm saying that the NDC needs to pick up the pieces, because they took the practical decision of ensuring that we have that seat filled and not leaving it to chance. Actually, when one person left, and you see the person even performed for an independent who had just come into this without any, shall I say, party support,
right?
And even against the momentum of a party as huge as the governing party,
right,
performed. And so if he or any other had been in contest with the MPP, possibly the MPP would have still lost. Because the MPP is no. Ghanaians know the fact. And so I still think that, whereas I don't like the decision that was taken for the purpose of fighting corruption or the semblance of corruption, I think it was the right decision to take. And also now leave things for the constitution itself, that's in the national constitution, to take, because you cannot, as it were, move beyond your own constitution and take action based on things that are unconstitutional. I won't vote.
Okay, let me bring you in now. The Ayawaso East constituency has always favored the NDC. They voted for you. But yesterday and prior to that, you could hear them complain about education. They don't have their own secondary school. You hear them talking about the markets. I understand that the 24-hour markets funds are ready, but where to site the market is a problem. Sanitation is a problem. Security is a problem. Drug abuse is a problem. It's affecting education. They're talking about their inner roads. They are talking about jobs. You get into the community and you hear all manner of things. Now, they've been voting for you since 19 Kojo. Are you taking them for granted? This is post Ayawaso East. So they will come asking for their pound of flesh. But have you been taking them for granted?
I don't think the NDC have taken them for granted. When you get to Ayawaso East, I can tell you for a fact that about 80 to 90% of any developmental project that you see there were done by the NDC.
The public toilet, you mean?
I mean, developmental education. Because you can't tell me we've not built school at Ayawaso East. You can't tell me we haven't given a single individual from Ayawaso East unemployment. You can't tell me nobody has been given an opportunity in the entire NDC government
the NPP did
since
same.
1992.
The
That's what I'm telling you.
That's
what I'm telling you, that about 80 to 90% of all developmental projects you see in Ayawaso East constituency were executed by the NDC. That is not to say they cannot demand for more. It is legit when they continue to demand for more. Because so long as they continue to vote, they will continue to demand for more. And we continue to assure them that we will do the best for them. Johnny, yesterday's election, for me, I wasn't surprised of the outcome or the turnout.
Why were you not?
Because it is a fact that we have always recorded low turnout in by-elections.
Right.
That is one.
Right.
Coupled with the fact that Ayawaso is an Islamic-dominated community.
That's correct.
So at the point where they are doing Ramadan, you could just imagine that can also be a factor for the voter turnout. But what is most important is what the constitution required. It requires a simple majority. And whatever reflection that the election gives reflect the entire acceptability of the entire constituent. So if 16,000 voters turn out to vote and Baba Jamal got 10,000, it reflects the ideologies and the acceptability of the entire Ayawaso.
You don't think that there was voter apathy? You don't think that your success rate is beginning to drop or wane in that constituency?
Johnny, no. You see, yesterday I took the pain to scan through since 1992.
That's right.
When Ayawaso East was established or created. And you can realize that yesterday's election, even though this is the first time I think we are having a by-election in Ayawaso East.
That's right.
But comparing it with even general elections from Ayawaso East, the outcome of yesterday's election, particularly when it comes to percentage, is one of the best that we have recorded in Ayawaso East.
We were expecting 49,966 registered voters. We got less than 20,000, or just around 20,000.
So that's why I'm saying that I'm trying to compare in terms of percentage.
Right.
Because.
But I've already told Mr. Ako that 10% of 100 and 10% of 200 or 300 are not the same.
I agree with you. That is why from the onset I told you, I gave you two reasons that may have accounted to the low voter turnout.
Ramadan and what?
And the fact that it is a by-election. And throughout our electoral process, by-elections have never recorded a higher voter turnout compared to the general election.
Did the people not come out because Baba Jamal perhaps is not a regime candidate?
I will go there. Having said that,
I'm already there.
Having said that, what I'm trying to say is that it is one of the best results we have recorded in terms of percentage. I remember in the year 1992, the NDC candidate recorded around 50%.
Right.
1996, the NDC candidate recorded 42.7%. 2000, we recorded 44.77%. 2004, we recorded 56.15%. 2008, we recorded 57.16%. 2012, 65.44%. 2016, 43.0%. 2020, 61.18%. 2024, 71%. And the by-election that was held yesterday, we recorded 63.33%.
But you see,
so in terms of percentage, we can say for a fact that it is among the best results.
But what you are forgetting is that in 2012, that carving of Ayawaso East happened.
Yes.
Prior to that, the years you mentioned from 92 all the way to 2008, the figures you're talking about were in excess of 100,000 in terms of the eligible voters. So again, I go back to my analogy that if I have 20% of 150,000 voters, that in itself may be bigger than your 40% of 63,000.
I agree with you.
You get the point.
But nobody is
challenging. So if we are doing the analysis, let's consider those ones.
That's why I gave you two reasons.
Right.
And also gave you the fact that what our constitution requires, irrespective of the numbers, at the end of the pool, somebody must meet the constitutional threshold.
Right.
The question is whether Baba Jamal met the constitutional threshold. He did.
Right.
And it fairly represents the acceptability by the entire Ayawaso East constituent. Because we deal with the constitution. It is not like he came short of the constitutional threshold, for which we want to say he doesn't qualify to be a member of parliament. You get my point? So I am trying to look at the percentage wise.
Right.
I've also given you two reasons why there was a voter
and so
turnout.
you are comparing this percentage achieved to that of what would have happened in the general election, to say that if in the general election there was 71% and now in the by-election 63, that means that you have done well.
That is, yes, what it means is that at least we've done well. At the end, our candidate won.
So the MPP getting 28.8% in 2024 and now getting 23% thereabout in 2026 by-election means that they have not done well. Is that what you're saying?
Come again.
The NPP got 28.8% or so in 2024 in a general election.
Sure.
Now they are getting 23% thereabout in a by-election. Are you saying that then they didn't do well?
The figures speaks for itself. I have said, and I repeat to say that for them to even field a candidate was politically unwise.
Oh, how?
Yes, I will tell you for a fact. It was politically unwise.
How is that?
And their leadership knew very well that Ali was not going to
But
win.
how is that unwise?
No, I will demonstrate that
quickly so we can move on.
So we just came out from the 2024 election.
Right.
And the MPP lost unprecedentedly. This is the time for them to rebuild their political party. Politically, the more you continue to contest in an election and you lose, what it means is that the people continuously reject either the party or the individuals you are fielding. So as we speak, the MPP do not have credibility before the people of Ghana. Ghanaians continue to reject them because in all the 3 by-elections that was held, they have lost. So the more they continue to field people and they continue to lose, it comes to affirm the fact that Ghanaians still don't need them.
But they didn't contest Tamale Central, and the reason that has been assigned to that is the fact that in Tamale Central, for example, they were considerate about how the 8 persons died in that helicopter crash.
No, that's correct.
Hold on, I'm telling you what I have been told because I've asked that question, and they say because of the manner in which my good friend, the late Murtala Mohammed, died, they decided not to contest. That's one. Another school of thought says that, well, it was because at the time the party didn't look good together, unity issues, they didn't have a leader. Now they have a leader, so they can go and contest, which is why they contested the Ayawaso East constituency thing. Now, relative to whether or not it was a wise decision to take to contest, in 2024, it was not Baba Yusuf who contested. So Baba Yusuf perhaps will be using this as a launchpad to announce himself in the constituency. Don't you think so?
Johnnie,
sorry, just before, there was another reason. The NPP at the time were hoping that by not contesting the Tamale one, the NDC will allow them to also take that.
Right.
So that was the real reason. The other reason
they wanted to trade it off.
They wanted to trade it off. That was the real reason.
I see.
And
according to you,
no, they said it. They said it. They said it. They said that if
they wanted a gentleman's agreement.
Yes,
of
they did,
sort.
and it was announced. I remember what's his name. The National Service guy, the organizer, what's his name?
Nana Boache.
And then the General Secretary, they all said it. It's a fact.
I see. Okay.
Johnnie, with all the reasons you have given.
No, with all the reasons I have told you that I've been
with all the reasons you have told me that they told you.
Yes.
What we cannot rule out is that if you look at the dynamics in Tamale Central and the dynamics in Ayawaso East, they are virtually the same.
Right.
They are virtually the same.
Indigenous people,
yes.
Islam.
So they were wise not to have contested the Tamale Central because they knew very well that they were not going to win. So if the dynamics are the same, what then informed them today thinking they were going to win the Ayawaso East
Now
election?
they have a flag bearer. The MPP has a flag bearer.
Was the flag bearer there?
No, he wasn't there.
Did he go to campaign for him?
No, he didn't.
Sitting far from Ayawaso East, what was going to be the influence on the people of Ayawaso
He
East?
lives in Ayawaso East, doesn't he?
I'm saying that. Did you see him on the grounds?
No, I didn't.
Campaigning for him?
No, I didn't.
And sitting in his home or in the office, was he going to influence the people to vote for him? At a time where Ghanaians really know that as a Muslim, for the whole 8 years when they were in power, Nima didn't benefit from the NPP. When Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo had promised that...
Are you sure?
No, they promised guys.
When Nana Addo had promised he was going to change Nima into a modern day city.
He didn't promise.
Were they able to
Mustafa
fulfill?
Hamid who promised. No,
Promised on behalf of the government. Mustafa Hamid wasn't the president. When they established the Zongo Development Fund, what was the impact that the people of Ayawaso had it? So it was even good he didn't go. They would have lost abysmally than even what they got.
Well, what is your pledge?
Because he personally doesn't have that credibility.
What
for
is
the people
your
of
pledge?
Ghana.
Final one. What's your pledge and promise to the people of Ayawaso East? They have voted for you again for the uptenth time, but they say their issues stand. What is your pledge to them now,
Johnny? As we speak,
what should they expect from you?
As we speak, every length and breadth of this country, every constituency is having a feel of the big push project that is ongoing, which Ayawaso East is not left out. As we speak, the National Apprenticeship Program that has been enrolled, people within that constituency are enjoying. Johnny, as we speak, the free primary health care that has been established, people within that constituency are enjoying. As we speak, we have enrolled the free first year tertiary education. Any single individual from that constituency that is in the tertiary institution probably may have enjoyed or has enjoyed that. As we speak, we have enrolled free tertiary education for people with disability. And obviously, if you have any disability within that constituency in the tertiary education, is going to enjoy that. So, Johnny, the entire government policy that we keep rolling them out bit by bit is not going to leave Ayawaso East out of it, because they are central when it comes to the NDC. So they should be rest assured that all what we have done for them, we will continue to do for them, and they should continue to have confidence in the NDC, because that is the only political party that holds them in high esteem. You see, since 1992, under Kufuor, we had a Muslim vice president. Under Nanado, we had a Muslim vice president. NDC have not even had a Muslim vice president, but we are those who have even, our policies have benefited the Muslims more than even the MPP. And as I told you, more than 80% of developmental projects in Ayawaso East were done by the NDC. So I continue to say that the NDC is the only part, and they actually believe in the NDC. Okay. That is why since 1992, they have repeated the NDC, the NDC, the NDC. They should never be fed up, because today it is somebody, tomorrow they are going to get it. And I can assure them that John Mahama and the NDC will continue to be with them as they expect.
I hear you. I know the gentlemen want to take a quick bite on it. 1 minute each, 1 minute and strictly, so it's 22, so 23 and knocking off there.
As an election watcher, what I'm going to say is that if over 40,000 registered voters are on the voter list,
49,000,
almost 50,000,
966,
almost 50,000, and we have less of 20,000 turning up to vote, there's a big blot. What it implies is that although we have the simple majority, system in place, I'm looking at the amount of money the state continues to lose, because the Electoral Commission is not going to print ballot papers less than the 50,000 on the voter list. That is number one. And number two, the police will continue to deploy increasing number of people per time during such elections. And these are operations that comes with a cost. And so if the police is doing their part, Electoral Commission is doing their part, and the people are not coming out, then we ask that what are the problems? I'm saying that let's encourage the people to come out in their numbers to participate in this process. It is democracy we have accepted to go by. And so if people are declining from participating, it is a worrying situation.
How much do you give to the NCC to do voter education and public education, civic responsibility, obligation education?
In fact, it will be very difficult for me to tell here. I know they send their budgets to government.
But both the NDC and MPP have proven that over time they are not interested in the NCC as much as we all should be interested in.
I don't think the NDC and the MPP should tell us whether we should be interested in empowering NCC. And you see, NCC is not doing education just on voting. They have a lot of activities.
But I'm saying if you don't give them money, how do they do? Even the Electoral Commission that you're talking about, their first task, if you go to their website,
is to educate.
Is to educate.
And they're not doing
it. Do they educate?
They don't do it.
So if you go and print 50,000 when you have not educated the people to come out to come and vote, what are you doing?
So it means that there are challenges and there are problems there that we need to identify and solve them.
Prince Derek Eji.
Well, I would, in addition to what Mama said, and the other Mama, the president, what he's doing for the Muslim community.
Sunrise on 3FM, the best in the morning.
The Hajj quota for this year has been up. We've reached the full capacity. and the cost has also been reduced, and it's very significantly, so that a lot of the Muslims who are currently, fasting and all that, or have intentions of becoming Hajis and Alajis, can actually perform that. If you recall, in his first term, there was the expansion of the Tamale airport to allow for Hajj flights to fly directly in and out. So this is the president who, even though he's not a Muslim, has done quite significantly for the Muslim community. And I think that there are so many projects and programs that the president is pursuing that will benefit them. One Kitty and others, which he didn't add. And the list goes on. These are not slogans. These are real. Unlike the MPP who would just change the name of an airport and not expand it.
Adome Lolo is watching us on Facebook. He says, good morning, Adome. Mary Hutchison says, watching from Takwa. Well, how are the folks in Takwa? Good morning to them. Ohima Marxis says, good morning to you, Johnny Hughes, and to the entire team. We're tuned in big inside Castland. Thank you very much, Ohima. Edward John Eno says, good morning. Efo Kwaku Soko says, it's true that by-elections are often characterized by low voter turnout. However, when you think about it, their consistently poor participation can also be a warning sign that Ghanaians are losing faith in the current government. We are seeing what happens when reality sets in, especially when expectations were built on promises and narratives pushed in opposition, but governance demands results. That's what Efo Kwaku Soko, or Efo Kwaku Soko, says. It's 26 minutes after 9 on 3FM 92.8. Yes?
I was just trying to set some record straight here.
Which record is that?
My brother made mention of the fact that the NDC have to pick its pieces.
Right.
And referred to the letter that came from the majority.
Right.
And created an impression that it was actually requesting for the removal of Baba Jamal. When you read the letter,
annulment of the entire
so when you read the communique authored by the majority, no single name was mentioned in there. It was rather referring to the fact that the outcome of the committee's report, whoever will be found to be culpable should be taken away or to be taken out from the contest that they were again proposing for a re-election.
Right.
So that should that re-election take place, that person who is found culpable should not take part in the re-election. So there was nowhere in the letter that a person's name was mentioned. So even though I agree that we have to pick pieces, but that pieces may not come.
So Baba Jamal is a regime candidate. Is he a regime candidate?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you. You are the one setting the record straight.
Johnny, this is what I was just trying to clarify.
No, you
that
answer my
that
question
was
first.
By majority,
you answer my question
didn't
first,
specifically
and then
point to Baba Jamal for him to be taken out of the contest.
So Baba Jamal is a regime candidate.
Is
Baba Jamal a regime?
Thanks to the Almighty God, Baba Jamal won the election yesterday.
Is he the regime candidate?
And Johnny,
no. If you don't answer my question, I won't give you my microphone.
Congratulate the IGP.
No, relax.
The IGP
relax.
and his team.
Is Baba Jamal is your microphone is off? If I'm not getting the answer, well.
The big conversation on 3FM Sunrise.
It's 28 minutes after 9 on 3FM 92.7. Agrada is free.
Patricia Siama Ebeka Bibri at the Achayan. The Achayan, the Yakana at the Bebro. Young Conning could see my means of me. May banning in an you say prison there, you may worry near the NC. Let me do prison gates, and the only thing I'm a kind say, a radimija me home at the mouth. This because me run me name the walk. It's me run me say radi, me jam me home. It's a home mobile, and I make it a Bible, and I'm right inside. Yeah, about sentence, and this was 15 years in prison from first day to me, my young Chumunda. My young to say me fiase for 15 years because I asked myself say bonne ben my year. Until still me need say me the fiase for 15 years. Until me GD say dear Bruno the only thing I bet me aboa me no I am paye any nyame asem. First of all me dey aseda ma Awurade. And I nyame nwanwa bebre because na me GD say Awurade betimi aye. The son say you can ask chapter 12 yeah, the Peter ekoto we fiase na so ni nyina mu no asɔre ne bɔ mpaeɛ Peter nso bɔ mpaeɛ ni nyina chi Kristo mu ne mɔbɔ eyi no Acts chapter 16 Paul and Silas almost so nyamedwuma ya say na me de na ye nyamedwuma a edi me beto afiase no enti no me hwɛ won a enam nyamedwuma so edi omo kodru afiase na me kenkan tro no bisa me ho say edi na omo ye ya etime mo om freedom enti bia me kan ni nyina no say it was the word of God and prayer because okay John chapter 1 verse 1 to 3 na was say onyankopon de asɛm no ene she wiase ase na no onyankopon no ya asɛm no na asɛm no so yo onyankopon it is onyankopon atimi the word of God abosoro abasase ayemu niema nyina ada na 15 years asɛm no se me bi asɛm no so a na me kenkan asɛm no na me de me ho to the same asɛm no so a asɛm no ntimi ma me freedom ena me san hwe ye nua Yona Yona ya so de Awurade twen na so Yona chapter 3 to 4 ho no Awurade twen na so ono so no osa akwa Awurade nkyɛn ɛbɔ mpae Awurade tie no eyi ni pie Nebukadnezar ebi to no saa ono so hu sa wanu ne ho Awurade sa de na hini efi ne nsa ɛsan de yɛden ɛma ne ba hini Ezekiel Awurade soma odifo Isaiah so nka che Ezekiel say onye samansie no ba bewu Bible say wa anya bibia wo dane na ni hwɛ na fa so bɔ mpae na Awurade ka che odifo no say emfi hompo ɛma na me di emfie 15 years asaka Ezekiel emfie ho wanya hwɛ it was just a prayer it's no when it comes to problem wa ɛyɛ mpae ni nyame asɛm pɛ ɛna betimi ayi wa free it's me di me gidie to mpae ɛni nyame asɛm ɛso ɛna mpa so me true challenge ma Awurade bebre ka che Awurade say so wo you God of yesterday and you are the God of today ya the oya man no afo no bi ma me ne ɛna no Elijah according to 1 Kings chapter 18 Okaya Bible say na Elijah ne ba konfo ni hyiaye na Elijah ka kire Awurade say Awurade ma wo mu se wo ni me Nyankopon ampa Awurade so ma me hu say one ne Nyankopon enti no eniema Awurade ye ma wo no mo Bible mu nyina no metase ne ba ko na me so me gina so ni Awurade kwa apam say Awurade wo so me mo ne ye ma me na wo ye ma me a men kwani ni fia ka nyina no me be so gwa
The big conversation on 3FM Sunrise.
9:32 is the time, and on Facebook, Nana Sante Ansa Razjagwa says, "Good morning. We're watching you live from Inswam." Nana, thank you very much. Fusaini Mahamudu is watching from my beloved Sanarigu. The greater Sanarigo, he calls it, especially within the Tamale College of Education, and we appreciate you as well. Kaula, yes, of course. Now, gentlemen, let's begin. Prince Derry, let me begin this one with you. Agrada is free. 15 years reduced to 1 year, and then she served her time. She's out there now, back in
1 year already.
Well, in the prison terms and calculations, is not exactly 12
like
months.
9 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she served. Yesterday she was in church, clad in whites, warm welcome by her people, and she will start preaching very soon, I'm sure, going about her normal business.
I'm very aware of people who wear white, you know.
Why?
Ken Oforiata.
But he's not a pastor.
No, I'm saying people who wear white. She said she was clad in white.
Oh, I was planning to wear white tomorrow.
Don't, please. For Ken's sake, don't. Until Ken comes back, don't do that.
But Agrada is free.
Yeah.
How does that sound to you?
Well,
15 years reduced to 1 year.
Congesting the presence of Ghana is a good thing any day. And so when the courts system finds a reason to decongest the court, I'm happy. But in the specific instance of Agrada, I think that it's premature.
Why is it so?
I don't think she's learnt anything. And I guarantee you that by the time the cock crows 3 times this year, Agrada would have done worse than she did.
Wish her well.
I should wish her well.
Yeah. She said she's changed. You heard her. She was talking about Paul and Silas. Used the word of God, asked God to forgive her and give her respite and salvation.
You're still taking me back to Ken and White and quotations in the Bible.
No, but you just heard the lady.
And I've heard Ken over and over. Where did he take us? quotations from the Bible hasn't taken us very far in this country, you know, and people were wet. But on Egbeta again, I think that we all know Egbeta, and I am very disappointed in those Ghanaians who were putting pressure on the system to have her released, claiming that they've missed her. And when you listen to why they've missed her, it's nauseating. The things she says, the videos that are out there, why would you miss those things? And you see, what did Egbeta do? For me, Egbeta has a history beyond her going into quote-unquote Christendom, and I'm not sure whether what she's doing is what is in sync with what Christendom wants. Her being an evangelist who talks profane at the least opportunity and so on is not what Christendom prefers. I don't see her as an evangelist. I think that it's just, you know, a ruse to get away from some earlier crimes that she committed when she was doing the Sikagari thing, and young people were being lured into various things, including people even murdering others. And so for me, I've never been a fan of Egbeta. I want to state that bias to start with. And so if we are treating her with kid gloves, I wish Ghana well, not Egbeta.
You think that she went for an appeal, and then she got the court to tilt the scale in her favor.
I've seen many appeals lately go a certain way, including the MEF boss and so on, that I'm not appreciative of. That is the court system we have today. And so I would not begrudge anyone who benefits from a system that is not entirely fixed yet. I know the new Chief Justice is in the process of fixing a very broken judicial system. The new courts that he's bringing, the fast track and the tribunals, will serve a certain purpose.
Sunrise on 3FM,
a prison's
the best
head
in the morning.
makes it a bit more serious for some of us, because the man will jail you and the Uber will take care of you. But that's a very interesting scenario. But for me, personally, I don't wish anyone to be incarcerated. I believe more in community service.
Right.
And I believe that we should not spend our taxpayers' money in feeding people who commit crimes. They should rather be generating money. And so we should flip things around a little bit. And I think that the next time Egbeta finds herself in the situation, I anticipate and I'm not prophesying, in the not too distant future, you will hear of Egbeta doing far worse.
She's a changed person. She says she's a changed person.
She may even insult me by the
but she says she's a changed person.
She's been reformed.
She's been reformed. The prison officer said, well,
the trumpets are blowing in heaven for one changed soul.
Right.
That's my wish. But as to the Egbeta soon. And if it happens, is she going to be again incarcerated and pardoned? Please, let us commit such persons to community service and let them serve the full term. 15 years, Egbeta should be doing kete for feeding a certain particular constituency that she may very soon, like off mic, my brother was anticipating that she may just want to go into politics to shield herself. And many have done that.
Right.
Many galamseyers are today in our parliament. Frank.
Sunrise on 3FM.
Take your time.
The best in the morning.
Take your time.
No, this is
but the Frimpong Party report, some people have gone to court on that subject matter, so I won't want to get into that.
I don't understand.
Some people who were mentioned in that report have gone to court.
Namely?
I won't tell you, but that's not my...
But you know the report?
Yes, I have seen the report.
An official report?
It is supposed to be an official report to the President of the Republic.
So then why should we have difficulty speaking to an official report?
Well, but because that report has been cited in a court issue, I don't want to go there sub judice.
Oh, no, the report is not sub judice.
No, but the report is being used as evidence in court. I don't want to be...
Then it means that we'll talk about nothing in Ghana going forward.
So
All you need to do is just take any... So then we can't talk about Ken, for example, because it's in court?
No, I'm not saying you can't talk about Ken. You can't talk about what Ken is doing in the court or what took Ken to the court.
So Ken, for example, has taken our monies. We believe so. Ken has mismanaged, etc. And people have stolen our money. We can't talk about it because Ken's matter is in court.
Yeah, but if we know the rules,
so
if the matter is before the court, there's very little we can do about it.
Was the Cabinet Interministerial Committee chairman for fighting galamsey in this country. His own people, and we heard the tapes, the Kapati Nyesika and all that. We know the names that were mentioned.
And I'm telling you that some of...
has gone to court?
I'm not mentioning any name. I'm just telling you that... I'm just telling you that I know that the matter has gone
Kojo
before
appoints not in
court.
I know that for a fact.
Yes, so I say that I won't talk about the report because my training precludes me.
It's gotta be in court.
My training precludes me from talking about a matter that is before a competent court of jurisdiction.
Protoswa is not in court. Who is in court? I want to know.
Can I come in?
No, but
you won't come in.
Who is in court?
I realize that time is going.
Yeah, relax. We are managing that. You have spoken more than 3 times. You still are trying over time. You should take your time. Mr. Mahama, welcome. Mr. Mahama, talk to me. Agrada is free.
So we have Agrada 1, or we had Agrada 1, now Agrada 2.
No, we had Agrada, and then we had Mama Pat.
Oh.
Woman power.
So Agrada is the priestess, the first
is the
priestess.
same person.
And then she metamorphosed into Christianity.
Yes, so as I said, Agrada
so she crossed
1,
platform.
I'm referring to the same person.
Okay.
As Agrada 1 and Agrada 2.
And
for me,
it's running like Ajada 1, Ajada.
For me, in all this situation, I have not been a fan of Agrada because of the way she does her things, even as a priest and as a supposed
priestess,
evangelist. I have not been a fan of her. Sometimes I even get surprised when I see people in her church. There was a day, I stay very close.
How do you mean?
I stay very close to where the church is.
Okay.
There was a day, I think one Saturday, I was buying wachi at the roadside, and one woman dropped from the car, a public transport, and asked for a direction to Agrada State. I was just watching the woman. I said, Christ of Nazareth.
Why were you watching the woman?
Christ of Nazareth.
Her faith is not your faith.
If you have followed Agrada from the very day she became an evangelist, you could realize that it is not for me to preempt or to pass judgment on her.
Right.
But we all know when we see people who are indeed evangelists.
Or people who make us believe that they are indeed
her
evangelists.
actions and inactions, how she does her things, even at the church room, it's even questionable.
It's because you're not doing things in the orthodox manner.
However, what we must all know is that Ghana practices the common law system.
That's right, 1066 BC, normal.
Yes, and which, as a student of law, I will not begrudge any individual when it comes to Agrada's issue, because you have the right of appeal.
Right.
When you go for the initial case and you are found culpable or you are sentenced, you have the right for an appeal. And it is always the case that either the appeal judge, will affirm the earlier judgment or will revise the judgment. That is what exactly happened. And so far, nobody has been able to point to any matters of unconstitutionality regarding the first or the original judgment and the appeal judgment.
Right.
What I am surprised about is the drastic reduction in the judgment, because from 15 to just 1 year, I am yet to read both judgment to abreast myself with the reasoning, the rationale that led to the drastic reduction. Because from 15 to 1 is indeed it raises some questions. However,
maybe the initial judge did not do a lot of good to the case. That's the argument that has been put forward.
That is also there. But with what I'm saying, it is not to say both judgment is not within the law.
Right.
They are all within the law.
The carpet and the ceiling.
Yeah, because normally to give you a range, not less than 3 years, not more than 15 years.
Right.
You get a point. So long as they are all within, I am not questioning the eligibility or the legality of the judgment.
Right.
But I am looking at the moral aspect, how the public looks at it. Because as you said, it is true the initial judge may not have averted his or her mind to certain things. But we all know that sometimes too, emotions plays part in judges' judgment.
So 1 year,
beliefs and religion.
So 1 year is not enough.
For me,
how many years would have been enough to serve as a deterrent?
Haven't followed Agrada 1 and Agrada 2. I don't think 1 year is enough for any reformation on Agrada. No, 1 year is not enough. 1 year is not enough.
Okay.
We may have converted the prison to this community service, so that when people see her in their communities, weeding and carrying unacceptable stuff, working in farms and other places to help clean and grow the community. I think that would serve well in reforming her than rather reducing it from 15 to 1 year, as my brother predicted. I don't want to predict doom, but Agrada is not somebody I can sit
You don't
and say
think she has been reformed? Okay.
No. Agrada has not reformed. And if you want to watch the footages,
no, your time is
kindly
up.
go and take a
your
look at the
time is
footages. Go and look at the footages very well.
Which of the footages? Her triumphant entry.
Yes, her triumphant and everything. You could realize or you could see a lot of pretense.
Oh.
A lot of pretense on the face.
Chairman,
no,
you
if you have
look
done
at-
psychology,
Hey.
if you have done psychology, if you have done psychology, and you take a critical look at her, how she was acting, you could see a lot of pretense.
Hey, Mr. Aku,
You could see a lot of pretense.
take your 2 minutes.
Johnny, it will be unfair in the face of the law to judge people based on emotions. I had the opportunity to meet her lawyer yesterday.
Okay.
And I questioned him. And he gave me some explanations.
Your capacity as what?
Oh, as a Ghanaian.
Okay.
Because we were all emotionally charged over the decision reducing the 15 years to 1 year. But you see, in Ghana, offenses are categorized into different levels. All right, where we have the offenses punishable by death, first degree felony, second degree felony. But what is the actual case? The actual case was that she was saying she was going to celebrate her birthday. She's bringing 300,000 Ghana cedis to her church. She asked her church members to come in groups and contribute 500 Ghana cedis. When you contribute the 500 Ghana cedis, he's going to give you a share of that 300,000. Now, a group of people from those groups that was to be formed went to police station reporting and subsequently led to court that they have been the money have been taken and what she promised had not been given to them. Now, if you look at the Offences Act, it falls under the second degree felony, which is defrauding by false pretense. Defrauding by false pretense attracts an imprisonment of up to 10 years, with some exceptions, 25 years. It is for which reason she was given
15 years.
15 years. Now, how much money should be involved, okay, that would warrant the 15 years or the 25 years?
It's not about the amount.
No, wait, it is there. It is there. Now, the value quoted here is 100,000. Now, 100,000, you may be jailed for up to 10 years. And 100,000 and more is 15 to 25 years. Now, the second judge upon the appeal court judge, the appeal court judge said that he referred to the Victor Salome case, where Victor Salome was sentenced to 8 years imprisonment for a $1 million financial loss to the state.
Right.
And so, if $1 million, he was sentenced to 8 years imprisonment, how can 500 Ghana cedis lead Agrada into 15 years of jail term? Here, there's the lawyer then pleaded that he sees a clear violation of human rights, for which reason they were pleading the reduced.
So why are you taking us?
So, what I am saying is that we were all emotionally driven by her acts and conduct on social media. I'm not a fan and a follower of Agrada, but students of law, I'm thinking that it is an opportunity for them to take a cue from this, that it is not about the act or conduct of the person, but the substantive case that is before the law court is what we must all be interested in. However, I pray that her conduct moving forward will be acceptable unto society, as she says she is an evangelist. Again, Prince raised an issue of our prison, the congested nature of our prisons.
So community
is
service.
It's no more serving the purpose where we call the formative center, but rather a destructive center for the young people of this country.
Thank you very much. Election Watch convener Prince Derek Ajay is a former presidential staffer, former deputy CEO of YEA and
not YE, NYA
and YES. Yes, and You people, you politicians, you always confuse us. You politicians, you always confuse us.
No, yes, it's now NEIP. Yes, it sounds better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Enterprise support, and now NEIP. That's what National
Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. It's the same thing. You people, you do like doing these things. Mahama Hayaba is also the PRO of Mawuena Refinery. He's a director of communications, and then also a member of the NDC National Communications team. Regards to combat, he's doing well. He's doing well. We are happy, and he makes some of us proud that we are also young people, and we've been advocating for young people to be given an opportunity.
Even though Katie Hamon
3FM. He said he didn't.
The NDC youth are indeed proving.
He said he didn't say that. He said he was talking to the people around him, and he was talking to them. Then before he realized they had put the thing out.
To the NDP youth. But so far, the youth in NDC have shown that we don't have an empty head.
Yo, we hear you.
Yeah, we are so far performing.
We hear you. We'll see you after this break. Thank you, gentlemen.
Greetings in the name of His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie Rastafari.
It has always been a journey of Pan-Africanism and consciousness. It is your regular taxi driver with the urban blend and 3FM.
In the silence, something was growing. The journey continues. They calm before the storm. You can't mute a force that was born to speak. You can't bury rhythm. It rewrites itself. Louder. Every signal lost finds its way back to the source. This is not a comeback, it's a recalibration. This is the takeover. This is Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. Driving you home with good vibes, good conversations, and the freshest hits. Hop in, take a ride. Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure. Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandpa.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names. Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego. We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and
The best in the morning is on 92.7 Sunrise on 3FM.
That's the city bum, chabunu bum. Hey, I saw you. That's the city bum, chabunu bum. Hey, I saw you. That's the city bum, chabunu bum. Hey, I saw you.
And this Thursday, the 5th of March, all the action will be at the Ghana Village here at the premises of TV3 Media General, the host of TV3, 3FM, Unya FM, and Unya TV, APL as well, and 3news.com. The pre-independence bazaar promises much more fun than you can ever think about, you can ever ask, you can ever demand. We got more and more. The first 200 guests will get free food. Yes, you heard me. The first 200 guests to join us here on the 5th of March this Thursday will get free food. And there's the almighty Jing Spa experience. Kruya. That almighty Kruya Spa experience. Interactive games. A vibrant Ghana-made expedition and non-stop music and jam sessions all night long. Circle that date, 5th of March, this Thursday, plus the super exciting inter-company fun games. Oh my God. And also you want to catch Showbiz 360 live from the Ghana Village with Giovanni Caleb and DJ Faculty tagging along, and a Fienifi with Dr. Prekese and Anaya JB, bringing you the vibe that you need. You can't miss out on this special and super exciting pre-independence bazaar at the Ghana Village TV3 premises, happening this Thursday, the 5th of March 2026. As you know, the Ghana Village is sponsored by Kivo, Ghana Tourism Development Company, First HR Heights, Kantanka Automobiles, and Ghana Publishing Company Limited, and supported by the National Theatre of Ghana and the Ghana Museums and Monuments Board. 4 minutes to the top of the hour. Birthdays, if it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you, and you celebrate their birthday with some special people. I'll be announcing in good time.
3FM 92.7.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
And the Human Resource Department of South Municipal Assembly warmly extend their heartfelt birthday wishes to you, Elizabeth Oboshi Daku. Elizabeth Oboshi Daku. We celebrate you today for your hard work and positive spirit, which continues to make a meaningful impact on our team, and wish you a day as bright as you are. May the good Lord continue to bless and favor you. Happy birthday to you, Elizabeth Oboshi Daku. This is from the Human Resource Department of the South Municipal Assembly. If it's your birthday as well, happy birthday to you. Love, respect, and long life to you. And we wish you all the silent prayers of your heart from your lips to God's ear. Happy birthday. That's all our show for this morning. My name is Johnnie Hughes on behalf of the team. Know that if you can think it and your heart can believe it, you can achieve it. Tomorrow is Thursday. We'll be here to do it all over again. And remember, tomorrow, the Ghana Village is open, and for the first 200 guests, you get free food. Think about that. First 200 guests to join us at the Ghana Village tomorrow, pre-Independence Day Bazaar and Bash, you get free food. Think about it again. First 200 guests to join us tomorrow, Thursday, pre-Independence Day Bazaar, you get free food. I know Haji Anura is fasting, so free food before 6 p.m. means nothing.